Hey everybody, welcome to the 60th episode of Duke's Apocalypse Kitchen. 60, 6-0. We did this 60 times. At least when we're done with this one, it'll be 60. 60, 6-0. I didn't think I'd do 6 episodes, and we're on 60. Amazing.
And this
Ridiculous.
is going to be a fancy episode.
Yes. So to celebrate, I got the tagine from way up there. So, you know, it took some doing.
I'm going to show you what we put there instead. We put your, what do you call that?
It's a Oaxacan sculpture.
Interesting.
It is the horse.
All right.
My mom brought those back from Mexico every year for me. A couple pieces.
Beautiful.
Made me a collection. Love it. Hi, Mom. This is a tagine. It's used in Moroccan cooking. And some other Middle Eastern countries use it also, but the dish we are doing is Moroccan. Typically, it's got a cover, and it is ceramic. This one is glazed. A lot of them are terracotta, and they come in different sizes. Typically, they are put over a fire. I'll remove the dog hair.
The rule in my house is whoever finds the dog hair has to do all the dishes.
My sister-in-law says it's also a condiment. So, whichever. Anyway, back to the dish. It's ceramic. We're not going to use it on top of a burner because that's too much of an isolated heat and it will cause it to break. We will finish the dish in the oven. The chicken dish that we're doing gets browned in a skillet, and we're going to add everything to it. And if you don't have one of these, good news for you, because you don't need it. You can do it all in a pan that has a lid. You can do it in a Dutch oven that has a lid. You put that Dutch oven in the oven to finish it. All that finishing does is really thicken the sauce. We'll get to that part. So you don't need one of these. We're just breaking it out because it's beautiful. We're doing a Moroccan dish, and it's the episode of number 60.
Well, and I think just the architecture of the tagine is specifically created for long-term cooking for tough cuts of meat. True?
It does a very good job at that.
Yes. So not that you can't not use anything else, but I do think the tagine, the architectural design, has something to do with the food.
Retains the moisture, makes it run down the sides back into the sauce.
Is there a hole in the middle of
There's
the
not.
top?
Okay. That's solid. Because you want to retain all the moisture, which is why a Dutch oven with a lid or any kind of pot with a lid will work just fine also. So I'm going to move this aside, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
That's so pretty.
We are making a chicken dish that is I'm going to use chicken thighs. I like them with the skin on and the bone in because both of those things bring a lot of flavor to this dish. You can use any cuts of the chicken that you would like. It's going to have olives, green olives, and the preserved lemons that we made about a month ago. Look at that thick sauce that they made.
And remind us what was in the preserved lemons.
Bay leaf and salt.
All right.
That was it.
And a little bit of water to cover.
And lemon juice, yep.
Okay.
From those lemons, and then I'll show you how we're going to break that down. It smells amazing. All of the acidic high notes, that super sour bit of the lemon is gone. It's very mellow and more like a lemon syrup. But it isn't sweet. It's actually very salty. So I'm going to rinse those in water. I'm going to put them, the parts I'm going to use, in a little dish of water to help draw that salt out. I'm going to switch out the water one time, put new water in, and then I'm going to mince it up and use it.
And if you're new to us, we actually did a whole episode. It's really simple on how you make those preserved lemons. So I can't remember what the number was, but you can cycle backwards.
Yep. And it was about a month ago. It sits in the jar. It can sit in that jar all summer long. I've used about a third of it already, so it'll be gone before the summer's over. However, I'm going to always have a jar of this on the counter from now on because I've used it a lot and it's amazing. I am going to brighten it up with some more lemon juice just to bring back some of that fresh lemon bite, and we're going to do some things to counteract all of the salt that's bringing. We're not adding salt to this dish. It already arrived because green olives are also going to pack a big punch also. So to augment that, we're going to add dates, the nice little mellow sweetness. It's going to be great. Okay, so I'm going to chop up 2 onions, and one of them is going to go in with our chicken. The other one is going to go in the rice cooker with the rice that the dish is going to be served with. And the rice I'm going to flavor with an onion, half a teaspoon of turmeric, which is this golden powder here, and then half of these dates that I've diced up, which is about 1/4 cup.
Okay.
So I'm going to get started on that. We're going to go to all that time-lapse fast stuff. See you in a minute. Okay, we are back. I threw the rice together. That was my 2 cups of rice in my rice cooker. Filled it with water up to the 2 cup level that it says to. Added a half a teaspoon of turmeric, a quarter cup of diced dates, and 1 diced onion, all in there cooking away. Got my oil going here. I'm going to brown my 6 pieces of chicken, skin side down first. I'm going to throw the onions in, and then we're going to throw in some of the other seasoning. I'm going to mince some ginger and 3 cloves of garlic, and then I'm going to juice that lemon all while this is cooking.
So why do you brown things first?
Because browned, crispy things taste delicious.
Okay. This is one of my lazy steps that I'm like, to hell with it. I'm just going to put it in the crock pot.
Oh, good God, woman, brown your
I'm
stuff.
sorry. It's another pan. I live alone.
Remember when I deglazed things and
Yeah.
scraped the bottom and it was delicious?
It's changed my life for the better.
See?
I'm just saying. It's good to
Someday
know
she'll
that there's
listen.
a reason.
Someday she'll listen. Someday.
I'm learning things. I've done things. I've impressed people.
Good.
Because of your cooking knowledge.
Sure.
If only it wasn't the pandemic, I could impress more people.
True. True. All right. Sizzle away. Skin side down. Those beautiful pieces.
Oh, it makes such a good noise.
Okay, throw this raw chicken juicy plate over there.
Fair enough.
Ta-da! Using my tongs to do some things. I'm going to work with my garlic and my ginger.
All right, should we go to time lapse?
No, not yet.
Okay.
We are also going to use saffron in this dish.
Ooh,
Just
fancy.
about what I'm going to call a pinch.
Okay.
About a quarter of a teaspoon. Once this gets rolling, when we put it in the tagine in the oven. Saffron is one of those really luxurious spices. You can get it in very small amounts. It makes it very affordable. This one from Trader Joe's was $6, and it'll last you quite a while. It's more expensive than toner ink. It's that expensive. It's like more expensive than gold. But in little tiny amounts, because that's all we ever need, it's very, very
Is it a
manageable.
taste or a color?
It's
in
a taste.
food? It's a taste.
It's actual spice, and it will give something a really beautiful color, and they named the color after it.
Okay.
So saffron, the color, came after the spice. Anyway, if you don't have it, don't want to use it, turmeric is a really great replacement. Turmeric with a little tiny pinch of a sweet paprika will almost get you close to that flavor profile also, and the color. So now I'm going to crush my garlic and my teaspoon of ginger and throw it into this with my onion. We will go to fast time for that. Okay, we are back. I did a few things. I threw in the chopped ginger and the chopped garlic into the pan with the chicken and that whole diced onion. And it's smelling amazing. I flipped the chicken over so that it's now skin side up. And you can see I've got some nice brown skin there, giving great flavor.
I'm going to get in close because this looks
Yeah.
so awesome.
Definitely do a close-up on that.
I tried to do it in time lapse, but I don't know if you guys can really see it. And I wish you could smell it.
Smells amazing.
It totally does. And look at that crispy chicken. Okay, chef, you sold me. I'll brown the damn meat.
Wow, That's a relief. I'm so glad.
I know that you were worried. I'm just telling you that it's going to be okay.
Baby's got to grow up sometime. Jesus.
Occasionally I'll make grown-up meals.
Okay, so now I'm mincing a fistful of cilantro, and by that I mean like a half a cup. That's going to go in here. You can use flat leaf parsley. It calls for both of these, but flat leaf parsley is becoming the bane of my existence for summertime. It's a long chain of events, but I can't seem to keep it alive or find it in a store, and it's just kind of like karma biting me in the butt. So I don't have flat parsley today because the 3 stores I went to didn't have any. Because I let a little bit die on my windowsill, so that's the karma part. Now you know. So anyway, enough about that.
I'm growing a rosemary plant for you. It's going to last you through the winter. I know that's not flat leaf parsley, but there it is.
She knows these are different things, right?
Good luck to all of us.
Okay, so I'm putting my cilantro aside, not going in next. What is going in next? The rest of my chopped dates.
Because you put the other half in the rice, right?
Yes.
Oh, man, this smells so freaking good.
Are going to make the sauce amazing. Sauce is being made out of that, the onion that's rendering down, all the chicken fat, and the olive oil. It's just going to be amazing. I have my 1 lemon that I juiced while we were in the fast time. It just makes about not even a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. I'm going to show you how we're going to work with the preserved lemon now. I'm going to put both those things in. Got my little dish.
Can you move that white bowl if you don't need it? Do you need that white bowl?
I do. There's lemon juices in it. I don't need this.
I'm just saying it's in the way of your beauty.
We'll survive. Got my little grabby tongs. Put in here. And by that I mean the ones that aren't turning chicken.
Yeah, don't put those in your lemon.
I'm gonna
Your
take
lemon jar.
2 big hunks. Well, no, 3 hunks of lemons out of here.
I think that's such a pretty jar of something cooking to have on your counter
It's
anyway.
beautiful.
Like, even if you never use them, like this is how you pretend like you're a chef.
Right. Now, I'm gonna cut the fleshy part of the lemon off and set it aside. And I have the rind. I'm gonna dice this up.
And it's gotten very pulpy.
Yeah, the pulp has really softened and just made this super soft little mushy part.
And like even the rind is not really,
Oh yeah, the rind is really buttery soft. And it just melts whenever you saute it.
I was gonna say, when you put that in your dish, it's probably just gonna melt the flavor in.
Yep,
And you won't, it's not like you're chewing a lemon rind.
no. And this is gonna bring every speck of salt we need for this dish because we cured it in salt. Then we are going to get into our olives. And I'll show you the olives that I selected and why I selected them and what kind of olives you can select because you have some choices.
I wish this was in smell-o-vision because y'all are missing out.
It's insane, I know. It's making me forget what I'm talking about.
Because it's quite distracting, both the sizzly
Here's
goodness.
the part where we smell it again.
The sizzly good sound
Yeah,
and
there's seeds.
the actual smell of all these things together makes for
Yeah.
quite a potent
Okay. Now,
experience.
this whole dish, right in here.
I'm gonna get in there so we
Turning
can
my
look at
heat
it.
down.
Look how pretty it all looks too.
It's going to get even better.
So you've got dates and the preserved lemons and all of your aromatic
The
stuff.
lemon juice, yep, all in there. I'm gonna take my cilantro, sprinkle it over. Quick rinse of this hand. Back. Okay, now the olives. I like green olives in this dish. I like green olives and lemon together as a flavor combination. So I went to the market to an olive bar. We can buy them by the pound. We found these because they look like they're marinated in something. Someone took the time to elevate the flavor profile. That looked amazing to me. But I had to laugh because on the lid of this it says grilled. And I was like, grilled?
You don't grill olives. do you?
Olives? You grilled olives? And I'm like, grilled? Can you picture that in your head? Like for a second, grill some olives in your head. It goes like this. I'm gonna get the lid off now. Grilled. Like, see? It says grilled right on there.
They didn't grill them though.
I'm like,
It was a lie, wasn't
Like-
it? It's not a grilled olive.
just stand outside and grill, and they have grill marks on them. They grilled them.
Are you kidding me?
No, they're grilled. And I was like, I have to get these.
Did you taste it?
They have grill marks. No, I haven't tasted these yet. I just believed them.
I would like you to taste one right now on screen. What is the difference between a grilled olive?
I can't tell the grilled part. That is a fantastic marinated green olive. I'm really glad I chose those. And they have the most adorable grill marks on them.
That is crazy.
Okay. Turning this all the way down, because this really is done. I'm gonna throw in, the recipe says 12 to 16 green olives. So I'm gonna throw in 1, 2, 3,
But I
throw in
say
all 16.
go crazy.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Like-
put in, there's red peppers in here.
I feel
and
like
some of the
red
juice.
olives are, you can go a little overboard. In a good way.
Yeah.
So you put some of the juice in there.
Yeah, I did, because it's marinated with actual really good flavor. These are red peppers swimming around in there with them.
Are you putting
they're,
the red peppers in there too?
they're all getting invited to the party.
Okay. I'm glad to see that you're using the whole thing.
I'm not discriminating.
I'm all for this. Like, just pour the whole thing in. What are you pretending like what you're doing? Just dump it.
I didn't want those last 4 olives to be upset.
Too bad. Everybody's in the soup now.
All right,
Good job, chef.
go in the sink.
Oh, God, that smell.
It's crazy, right? It's making a really nice sauce in here. Dang, the dates is helping fight that whole salty thing because the green olives are bringing a lot of salt also, as well as the preserved lemons. The dates in there are gonna help that, and the rice we made with the turmeric, the onion, and the dates in that are also gonna offset that. We are going to, right before we put this in the oven, drizzle about 2 tablespoons of honey over the top, and I'm gonna flip the chicken back over again. So it'll take that
Are
honey
you
and make the
preheating
sauce.
the oven?
Yeah,
What is it on?
275.
Okay.
Not very high, it's just finishing the dish. We're not actually cooking it. Our chicken is now cooked through. Everything in here is already cooked and ready to eat. We're just marrying all the flavors together. And it can sit in that oven at 275 for up to an hour if you need to. Really,
Oh,
I'm
that'd
just
be a
gonna put
great
it-
dish for a dinner party then.
Absolutely, because you
Oh,
make it
that's awesome.
ahead and all you do is let it roast. This is also a great dish that will taste amazing the next day. So you got that
That's
going
what
for
I'm
you
banking
too.
on is leftovers.
Right. So I'm going to go back to fast time and we'll see when we load up the tagine. Okay, we are back. We're down to the last couple of items we're gonna throw into the dish, and then we're gonna load up the tagine and let it finish in the oven. My rice is going in behind me.
I don't know if I can wait for this because the smell is so freaking good.
She's totally waiting for this. There's no chance of that. I'm gonna go what I call 2 circles around the pan, otherwise known as 2 tablespoons. Now I'm going to take my saffron and I'm going to do a pinch. Now the saffron, I'm not just going to sprinkle it willy-nilly in here. It's a pinch.
Because they're like little threads, aren't
Yes,
they?
they're the centers of a certain type of crocus. The little stamen, I think. I'm going to pinch it hard between my fingers and kind of grind it, dropping it right in the middle where it's the sauciest, the most liquid part, and I'm going to stir that in. See it just kind of move the chicken around and help distribute that
And
saffron.
I'm just going to show what an amazing color it already has kind of imparted.
This dish is crazy. It's crazy, crazy good.
All right.
All right. Now, I'm gonna get the tagine. It's set next to the pan. Load up the chicken as much as we can. Whatever doesn't fit in the tagine, we'll finish in a pan with a lid with some sauce. Hopefully I get it all in. But when I was reading about cooking in a tagine, it's rare that there's a tagine big enough for like a family meal. They made tagines for individual dishes, especially in restaurants, and they break often because they're not usually a high fire ceramic that's glazed. They're usually terracotta that is a much softer type of ceramic, and they break a lot, so they're easily replaceable. So even in the recipe books that I was cross-referencing, it said chances are you're not going to be able to put a whole dish into one tagine because it's just not available like that for us.
But yours looks like
I'll
gonna do
probably
it.
get most of the sauce in here, so I'm going to go for it, and I need a ladle. Just saying that if yours does not all fit, don't worry. Finish cooking it in the pan.
I mean, it's really essentially already cooked.
Right. We're just gonna let it stew longer.
Mm-hmm.
Give that saffron in there a chance to bloom.
And this is just like, this is like one of those that's like, impress your friends. Because that just looks fancy.
Oh, it smells incredible.
It's a true statement.
Look at the little grill mark on that olive. It's adorable. Who grilled
It's
you?
crazy.
Who is that poor sucker?
This smells amazing. So
Okay.
while this is happening, the rice is also finishing.
Yep. My oven is at 275. Close up the tagine in there. I'm gonna give it about 20 to 30 minutes. In it goes. Voila. See you in a couple minutes. Ow, that was hot. All right, we are back and ready to plate it up. I put the tagine in the oven for 20 minutes and just took it out. Ooh, look how beautiful that is.
Wow.
Set the lid over here.
If the dog wasn't laying on my foot, I could get in there to show you how gorgeous that is.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. Smells fantastic. We're gonna take a piece of chicken. Actually, put the rice on first. Rice is over here. It came out of the steamer. That also smells amazing. Holy moly. I'm gonna take my cup.
And I always love your plating trick that you have a nice round little measuring cup.
It acts as a mold.
Exactly. So it always looks really fancy. Like anybody could do that.
Right. And everyone can do that. Boop. Look at how nice that is.
We're gonna come in close for that plating ceremony.
I know.
Oh, the smell of this. I can't even begin to tell you guys what the smell. It's so savory and delightful.
Now, for the best part. All the sauce. All of this liquid gold. Grab some of the dates and the onions that are on top. Get some more olives in here. I'm gonna put another piece of chicken, because I budgeted 2 pieces of chicken per person for tonight's dinner. Look at that.
So you're saucing the chicken but not putting it over the rice.
It's gonna run into the rice through the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like the flavors to be a little bit separate at the beginning so that you have choices, you know.
Wow.
And now the sauce is running around the bottom of the rice, and it will work its way up. So it'll all become one. But that smells amazing. And that's a perfect thing really to have on a super hot summer night because it's
delicious.
delicious.
You don't need any
it's
other
flavors
reason.
of the Mediterranean, and yeah, it's an amazing cuisine to draw from on summer nights. See you Thursday, where we make some cold salads with our preserved lemons again. We're gonna make a vinaigrette and a couple of other things. Thanks for joining us on our 60th episode. Bye.